Welcome to the Thai Mystery Tour, and today we are in the southern town of Songkhla. Our special guest is Sam Nilaweera, gentleman who's an unsung hero from the tsunami, which happened almost 20 years ago, and his life has been saved by medical tourism here in Thailand. Plus, we'll be checking out the Massaman curry dish. And we're going to be showing you around Songkhla Old Town, where there's some amazing street art, lots of little hidden gems of coffee shops and some fantastic food.
We visited this house owned by one of the locals that's been turned into a museum. And he's even dedicated a room to the late, the great King Rama IX, where there's hundreds of photographs, some of them never seen before.
This historic town dates back before the 14th century, when the old port here used to be a centre for international trade with the Chinese. And as you can see here in the old town, there's a real Sino-Portuguese influence.
Time for my morning cappuccino, and I'm here on Songkhla Lake. And it was here in 1941, on the 8th of December, that the Japanese invaded Thailand. The same day they attacked Pearl Harbor. The Old Town is a wonderful day out. Just about on every street corner, you're met by this fabulous street art. Visit the museum and check out the Chinese heritage here. And if you like coffee shops and restaurants, you're in for a treat, because there's many here, all busting their new recipes. You're gonna love this. Enjoy the fabulous beaches. Take a walk. I feel very relaxed here. It's time now to go to Krabi and meet our very special guest, Sam Nilaweera.
Sam, great to see you, and
Good
thanks
to
for
see
coming.
you.
I mean, really pleased to meet you, and for you to come back to Krabi.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. You told me on the phone about three people's lives that you played a big part in saving. Could you just tell us about those three individuals?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just me, but I was heavily involved with a girl called Becky, who was one of the first girls that we helped rescue. She was washed up against my bungalow during the first wave, and we managed to pull her up onto the balcony just before the second wave would have swept her away. She was one of the very first girls to be airlifted off Koh Phi Phi. I found her and knew that I had to help her, and it was all on instinct, to be honest. It wasn't so much coordination, it was something that I had to do, and I'm happy that I did. You know, she's doing well now, and you know, she recovered, so incredibly happy that she made it through.
And you were asleep when the wave hit. You were late for breakfast, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually missed my alarm. I overslept my alarm and I got woken up by screams. And then I stumbled onto my balcony to essentially see hundreds of people running away from the beach. And then within a minute, the wave swept through the island. And thankfully I was on the first floor, and the wave just came up a couple of feet below my balcony. So I was safe, but unfortunately everyone on the ground floor was swept away with the wave. So,
and Catherine was the first one that you went to attend to?
No, Becky was the first girl that we helped, and then someone else had rescued Catherine, but we helped care for Catherine throughout the first day and throughout the night, and then on the second day she was the very first girl to be airlifted to Krabi, and we found her the following day at Krabi Hospital. And unfortunately, she was in a very bad way. She was in serious condition, and we managed to get her airlifted to Bangkok, where she received excellent care.
And may I ask,
yeah,
that was something that you played a major part in, is convincing the authorities here to airlift her?
Yeah, there was a lot of the logistics of moving Catherine was difficult because she was in such a serious condition. So we had to organise a hospital in Bangkok for her to be received, and a nurse had to go on the flight with her. So we managed to get her transported on an army plane. The Thai army provided a plane for her to be transported to Bangkok, and I think she was in hospital for about 2 or 3 months before she made a full recovery. She had numerous operations, but the quality of care that she received at Bumragad Hospital was incredible, and all credit to the doctors and nurses who saved her legs and her life, essentially. There was a Norwegian lad called Carl who, at the time when we first moved him, we thought he had a broken neck or broken back. He was in a very bad way. In the middle of a night, an American doctor came onto the island. He was sailing around Koh Phi when the waves hit, and unfortunately his boat was damaged by the waves, but he was incredibly brave. He came onto the island. I saw him land on the beach and then guided him around the island to the people where I knew that were injured. Once he saw Carl, he realised that he was in a bad way. We got Carl airlifted on the last flight on the very first day, and he was taken to Krabi Hospital. Thankfully, when I found him, he didn't have a broken neck. I think it was a broken collarbone that he had. But I was involved on the first night, coordinating a group of guys to move him across the island to the heliport where he was airlifted. So it wasn't just me, but I was involved in that situation as well. So.
Well, you know, people call you an unsung hero. How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure what to say. To be honest, I did what I could. I mean, it wasn't just me. Everyone chipped in and we all pulled together. It was incredibly difficult at times, but I'm happy I was there. I'm happy I could do what I did to help. It was incredibly difficult, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Lunchtime now in Songkhla, and time to check out the Massaman Curry.
Oh, thank you very much. Wow, that looks incredible.
Curry. Looks absolutely delicious.
Okay. Wow, that is great.
So you look as though you're enjoying that, Sam.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Unfortunately, 2.5 years ago, you were diagnosed with cancer.
Yes, that's right.
And you chose Chiang Mai Ram
Yes.
Hospital
Yeah.
in the north of Thailand.
Yeah.
And 2.5 years later,
I'm cancer-free. It's been a rough ride. Lots of operations, quite a few complications and setbacks, but thankfully at the moment I'm cancer-free, and just had my last cancer screening about 2 weeks ago. Got the biopsy results and they were all good, so I'm incredibly grateful to the staff at Chiang Mai Ram and the compassion and dedication of the Thai people who helped me, and I feel very, very fortunate to receive the medical treatment here in Thailand, because I genuinely think they saved my life.
a great success story for Thai medical tourism.
I'm so grateful to the Thai people. They were not only amazing after the tsunami, but during my cancer treatment, everyone in the hospital was rooting for me. Not just the doctors and nurses, but the cleaners and the hospital drivers. I was always being encouraged and supported.
And before today's recipe, let's hear from Sam's dad, who's travelled a long way to be here.
I'm very grateful from the bottom of my heart for doing what they did for Sam on our behalf. I want to thank them personally for their care and for the attention, personal attention they have taken to make him as best in terms of health and mentally when we were not there. I mean, I can't say enough to thank them. Doctors, surgeons, nurses, everybody at the hospital. It's a great credit to the medical tourism in Thailand.
สวัสดีครับวันนี้เราก็จะมาแนะนำเมนูเด็ดของที่ร้านนะครับเป็นมัสมั่นไก่นะครับเราเสิร์ฟกับอาจารย์แล้วก็เสิร์ฟกับไข่ต้มนะครับเป็นเมนูเด็ดของที่ร้านนะครับใครๆมาก็ต้องสั่งเมนูนี้นะครับซึ่งวิธีการทำจริงๆเนี่ยครับไม่ได้มีอะไรยุ่งยากเลยครับเป็นเมนูที่โปรดปรานของหลายๆคนนะครับเราก็มาแนะนำจะมีกะทิครับมีทั้งหัวกะทิแล้วก็หางกะทินะครับส่วนอันนี้ครับเป็นเครื่องแกงของมัสมั่นนะครับจริงๆแต่ตัวเนี้ยมันก็จะมีตัวเครื่องเทศแล้วก็มีเขาเรียกว่าความลับหลายๆอย่างอยู่ในนี้นะครับซึ่งก็จะเป็นเขาเรียกว่าเป็นที่เราคัดมาอย่างดีนะครับวันนี้หอมมากครับแล้วก็จะเป็นถั่วลิสงครับนี่เป็นถั่วเม็ดใหญ่แล้วก็ก่อนจะใช้เราก็ต้องไปคั่วนะครับมันฝรั่งครับแล้วก็มาถึงพวกเครื่องเทศต่างๆครับก็จะมีลูกกระวานนะครับมีโปยกั๊กนะครับใบเบนะครับแล้วก็ตัวชินนามอนสติ๊กหรือว่าแท่งอบเชยนะครับแล้วก็หอมแดงนะครับวิธีทำครับอันดับแรกคือเราจะใส่กะทิก่อนนะครับใส่กะทิกับเครื่องแกงนะครับลงไปคนแล้วก็ตั้งไฟอ่อนๆพอมันเริ่มเข้าที่กันแล้วครับเราก็ใส่ไก่ครับมัสมั่นของที่ร้านเนี่ยจะใช้ปีกกลางไก่นะครับผัดไก่ให้พอสุกนะครับหลังจากนั้นก็ใส่ถั่วที่คั่วครับใส่ถั่วที่คั่วลงไปพอถั่วเริ่มซึมซับความหอมความอร่อยของตัวน้ำมัสมั่นนะครับน้ำแกงแล้วก็ใส่เครื่องเทศไปแล้วก็เติมตัวหางกะทิที่เหลือพร้อมกับมันฝรั่งลงไปนะครับจากนั้นก็เคี่ยวให้มันงวดขึ้นเรื่อยๆนะครับพร้อมที่จะจัดเสิร์ฟครับแล้วก็จะเสิร์ฟพร้อมกับตัวอาจารย์นะครับตัวนี้ก็จะมีแตงกวาแล้วก็แครอทนะครับพร้อมด้วยน้ำส้มสายชูนิดนึงแล้วก็มีความหวานจากน้ำตาลนะครับเรียบร้อยครับขอให้มีความสุขในการทานนะครับ
We've had an absolutely fantastic time here in Songkhla, but please join us next time on the Thai Mystery Tour because we are going to the heart of Isan and to the city of Khon Kaen. We'll be checking out the Somtam dish. We'll be showing you some of the festivals that are on in Isan. We've got a lovely special guest for you. Plus, we'll be checking into a very nice Thai hotel. See you then on the Thai Mystery Tour.